released, what was it, a month ago?
Yeah.
Thurz, LA Riots. This is a pretty damn good album. You know, when I listened to it for a minute, and you know, forgive me, I didn't know who Thurz was. I didn't know he was part of UNI because I don't really know. I'm sorry, I don't know. Like, I know groups, I don't know individual names.
2 people in UNI, shit.
Yeah, I know that. I still don't even know who the second person is. At least you honest, shit. And it sounds like I don't even need to know who he is right now. I care about Thurz because this damn album was pretty damn good. I mean, if it's like it reminds me a little bit of Section 80 with the messages that he has in this album. From the very first track, let me ask you something. Could you guys hear MC Ren on that first track? Molotov
Man,
Cocktail?
yes. You can hear MC Ren, you can hear Ice Cube,
Everything.
you can hear Ice T.
You hear all of legendary West Coast on that track. No, it wasn't just you, man. That joint was crazy.
Perfect intro.
Loved it.
I mean, that nigga burned down LA in the first song. Like, that shit was tight. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole album was just fucking tight. And to come in like that, because it's like, you know, this is what I'm talking about. Like, when you have a name of an album, you have a name of a song, and it makes sense. Like, the whole album makes sense from beginning to end. The concept of it, the execution of it. It's like, it's so West Coast. You know what I'm saying? It's so tight. And like Rodney King, like he talked about LA, like it was just crazy.
Because for this album, it took me back to during that time when the Rodney King thing and the LA riots went off. It was like, to me, listen to that was the soundtrack of that happening.
That I really loved about the album is the sounds changed throughout the album. You have the really aggressive track, then you have the track with BJ, the Chicago Kid, that was really smooth, and then you have the stuff that's kind of in between. That's what I really, and when it was consistently well put together, like it all meshed well as one full-fledged story. So I think that was really dope, the way he put that together. Like people were saying, man, conceptually, the way he put this thing together, spot on.
You know what, when I put that album on, you know what took me back to immediately was when I first heard the very first Rage Against the Machine album. Like the way the first track comes in with like those heavy drums, and you have that guitar sample, and then you have Dude like just going off about LA. Like that's how I felt when I first heard Bomb Track. I was like, damn, this shit is crazy. Like nothing sounds like this. Like Thurz, this album to me was incredible. Yep. And the Rodney King song, actually doing a song from the perspective of Rodney King. Has anyone done that? Because like, I'm trying to think. No one has done that, right?
I was thinking too, even back then. Like,
why has no one done that?
Yeah, like no West Coast artist done that. Like,
and he didn't even try to glamorize Rodney King. He was like, look, yeah, I'm fucking drunk. I'm drunk driving, but shit, fuck that. That's how I'm living right now. And then the cops pull him over, and he's just all the things that are going through Rodney King's head. I thought was incredible. When you listen to it, it's like you almost want to call it a throwback album, but it's really not. But at the same time, it's like he's bringing all those old West Coast dudes and making all that shit modern. It's like this sounds like he said, it sounds like a modern Ren. It sounds like a modern Q. You know, it's like all the shit that they were talking about back then, he's just making it relevant now. It's weird to me that in 2011 someone is rhyming about something that happened well over
20 years ago.
Yeah,
20 years ago.
Right,
Pretty
20
much.
years ago.
Very, very applicable to the world today.
Right,
Yes.
that's what's so cool about it. He made everything that happened back then relevant now. And he's such a good storyteller. I'm glad you said that about Kendrick Lamar, because I actually had that. I was going to say that. When I listened to this album, it immediately reminded me of Kendrick Lamar. Not so much in the sound, but in the ideas and the execution. It was just like, this is another fucking Section 80.
It was so well put together, man. It was so well put together.
You know what?
I actually like this more than Section 80.
If I would have listened to this before we did our top 3, this would have been in my top 3.
Yeah, I heard people.
Hands
It
down.
would have been in my top 3, but it's still a dope ass album. It's still a dope ass album. I mean, to me, again, I like this more than Section 80.
I've seen people that say that they enjoyed it more than Section 80 because it was just so well put together, man. It was so well put together.
Section 80 was great, but this album, it had the energy. Like it sounds like a fucking riot. It sounds like a riot when you put this on. It's like the first track is just hard hitting, right? Then it goes to the second track. It's a little bit. It brought you back a little bit with the Rodney King story. Then the third track. Right back into it.
But it's like comparison sakes, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
If you wanted to put it beside something out now, that people can relate to.
Yeah.
All right.
Section 80.
I love fucking Section 80.
Because this is technically a concept album.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what's so cool about it. It's a concept album about something that happened 20 years ago.
And it's still dope.
See, and the thing is, it's like, it's a true revolution album. Like, if I really feel like going out and girl, I can't cuss. If I really want to go out and F some stuff up, like, this sounds like the album I would put on. Like, if I want to go break some windows and, like, really start a riot, this is the kind of soundtrack that I need.
You know what made me think, like, when I was listening to this? I think that any person like 18, you know, younger, that didn't really witness the like the LA stuff, they could listen to this and damn near relive it. You know what I'm saying? And feel it and get an introspective that whatever you read, you're really not gonna like get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very creative in the way Thurz he was LA. He was LA in the 90s. This album is LA in the 90s. It could have came out then. It could come out now. It doesn't matter. It's tight as hell, man. It's one of the best pieces of work that I heard this year.
It's like when you listen to the album, that's what I was saying. It's like it immediately brought me back to the LA riots, and it brought me back again, back to when I first heard Rage. It was like, this shit sounds angry. This shit sounds pissed off.
Yeah.
I'm mad about what the fuck is going on.
You're gonna love this, dog.
I love the album,
powerful, man.
I love it.
It is a powerful album, man.
My favorite
really
was Molotov Cocktail off the bat. Like, it's like the way it comes in. It's like, oh.
Say 1, 2, 3, fuck the police. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that was
that
dope.
shit, like,
I don't
what?
know, man. The one with DJ the Chicago Kid, that was really
What
dope.
about the one with
That's
Black
high.
Thought?
Oh, yeah, Black Thought.
Oh no! What was the line? What was the line?
I fucking love Black Thought, man.
What was the line, man? People getting mad like I'm fucking Jesus' mom, holy motherfucker.
Yeah.
Who said that shit?
Come on, man.
Oh my God, man! Oh my God, dog.
Black Thought, man.
When I heard
Black
that,
Thought,
like,
man. Come on, man. Black
Dude.
Thought. That's why I
That shit
love
was
Black
crazy.
Thought.
Black Thought.
I had to pause it. I was like, what the fuck?
Did you like how aggressive Black Thought was on that track? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, normally with the Roots, he's kind of more like the...
Yeah.
No, he was on that, what's that song where he was like, we said
75
nigga?
bar?
Yeah! You got it! That's what I'm talking about. Yes, exactly what I thought. I love Black Thought, man.
I love Black Thought,
I'm a
man.
girl with her heels in the air, nigga. That's what I was thinking. This sounds like...
Normally Black Thought is a little more calm than how he was on Riot. So on Riot, he was just so aggressive, man, and him and Thurz matched that track so perfectly. I was like, oh my God, I'm serious.
I gotta hear this.
I'm excited. I'm excited, man.
Hold on, and the niggas track was crazy.
I like that too, yeah.
It was crazy. It was really a message in that.
So did you guys find like any major flaws in the album?
There was a couple songs I didn't really get that into, but there were none that were bad. There were none that were bad. The highs of this album completely blew away any of the almost lows. Yeah. It sounds nothing like what you and I was doing. So like when this came out, I didn't grab it immediately. I grabbed it maybe a week or so later. But I was like, I wonder what this is gonna be like, because I mean, YO ain't doing shit. Like, I don't know where he's at, but that's the other guy in you and I, by the way.
Yeah, I know the name. I know the name. No, when you said, I was like, damn, that's okay.
Big ass question mark came over King.
No,
So did you guys have any expectations on this?
That's what I'm saying. From you and I was like, oh, it's probably gonna be, you know, maybe semi-conscious but still fun. Ain't shit fun about this album.
Yeah, because them as a group, they're very conscious as a group.
They are.
They're very conscious.
But they don't bombard you with it.
Right.
They don't bombard you with it. Like they still make the songs fun and listenable. In my opinion, this album is not fun. This shit is
serious.
Like,
in your face,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Afro.
get pissed the fuck off right now.
Yeah, man. West Coast in the motherfucking building.